Miles, on that, I believe so after the first touchdown, the defense seemed to have like a shutout possession because you guys did you feel like you built kind of off the momentum of the offense because you got that sack on third down and it seemed like the ball got rolling again because after that sack the offense scored a touchdown, I believe. Mm-hmm. So what would you feel about that?
I think we both play off each other. It's definitely a team game. When they're doing well, it helps us, and when we're doing well, it helps them. So I think, obviously seeing them have some success definitely helped us, and I think them seeing us have some success definitely gave them some confidence so they were able to play better as well.
I have a question for both of you. It looked like you guys were going to lose to a quarterback who was just scrambling. You guys were down 14-3, allowed 2 rushing touchdowns by the quarterback, and then all of a sudden in the second half, you guys really turned it around. You kind of stopped him from running around. What were the adjustments you made going into the second half?
There wasn't really any adjustments. I mean, we just had to play better. That's what Coach Long came in the half and told us. We just had to play better. The cause is there. We just got to execute them. So that's what we did. I mean, and we ended up, holding them to like less than 100 yards, the second half or whatever. So it was a great game, and I'm just happy we came out with the win.
And as a defender, how's it like, matching up with a quarterback who really just doesn't like throwing the ball? I mean, he had 14 attempts, I believe, but, he really had about 8, it was garbage time. When you have a quarterback who's just, running opposed to throwing, what's your mentality on defense? Do you hope that he throws the ball, or are you just gearing up for the run every play?
When a running quarterback, you never know what could happen because he could just run out the pocket and stop his feet and throw a pass. So, I mean, we just got to contain and, just compress the pocket and make sure he just doesn't get out the pocket, and we got to just make plays.
I'd have to agree. I think going to the game, our coaches did a great job preparing us for what we're going to see. And I think your question prior, Calvin touched on it pretty well. It's simple, just play better. Give 100% effort the whole time, and good things will happen for you. So it worked out in our favor tonight.
How much did the crowd play a factor in that last drive? When you got the interception, it's one of the loudest I've heard it all season. Did that play into you guys' play?
Always. It's always good to have crowd participation. We appreciate everyone that comes out every week. I believe we have one of the best fan bases in our conference. And we're really appreciative, and when they get going, it helps us out a lot.
I think Kialvo or Miles, one of you guys, did you guys feel like, so coming into this game, you guys probably knew, you guys were up there in the rankings against rush defense, and then when Sean Chambers gets 50 yards, and then throughout the running back gets another 50 or so yards, do you feel like you guys kind of had let up a little bit, and then you guys needed to hone it a little bit better in the second half, or do you guys just feel like, we kind of got this?
We don't really worry about stuff like that. We try not to think about where we're ranked and stuff. So we just go out there and play our game. I mean, they could have rushed for 300 yards, and if we would have won the game, it is what it is. So the whole goal is to win the game, no matter what happens. I mean, we'll fix everything on Monday.
You guys had the end of that game feel. It was the second half was completely different than the first for you guys. What changed?
Anytime we got 2 teams, with the same philosophy, you want to pound the rock and be physical. It's going to take time, to get going. So, we just have to keep doing what we were doing, stay focused, can't get down on bad plays in the first half. So we just kept fighting, and we got some things going towards the end.
They're a good team. They're good and physical, and we knew that coming in. We knew we got to fight to the end. As Coach Long said, we got to fight and fight and fight. And at the end, I think we fought harder.
Did Agnew say anything specifically to you on that game-winning touchdown drive? Did he look for you in the pre-snap?
Not personally, but he looked at the whole offensive line and everybody on the offense and said, let's go and make plays. That's what we did.
Daniel, on that game-winning touchdown, it looked like Agnew was about to get sacked. Is that something you work on to extend your route and just stay open for your quarterback?
Every day at practice, we just go out, work as hard as we can, and when it comes down to that, we just try to get open, and that's exactly what happened.
And Juwan, you kind of took over that second half. You caught the touchdown, ran the touchdown in. What changed for you in the second half?
Like I said, you just got to keep fighting, and some things will open up as we be physical. Holes will loosen up here and there, and some things that might not be there at the beginning. So just running hard. Just keep it on instinct. What I feel and what I see.
You guys were down 14-3 early. Well, what'd you say in the huddle and on the sidelines to keep you in the game?
Really just, keep fighting. We've been down before, in the past, and we just always want to keep fighting. Our defense is going to fight hard, and we're going to get more opportunities just because they're going to go out there and make some stops. So, we just got to stay focused.
Yeah, you might answer this, but what did you see from Agnew in those last 2 plays? Obviously the 28-yard completion, and then walk me through that game-winning.
Well, I practice every day when we get in those situations. You know, I just always try to look at his eyes and see where he's looking. And we've done it in the past where he rolls out and we just try to find open space. So those last 2 plays, we just tried to find open space, and that's what we did.
When Agnew rolls out, is it kind of improvising at that point when the play is seemingly broken down?
Essentially, yeah, it's just to find space and get open for him to be able to complete the ball.
Do you feel like Agnew kind of excels in those situations?
I feel like he's a smart guy. You know, he sees receivers. He knows where people are going to move and stuff. And like I said, at practice, we practice it a bunch. And when he sees it's open, he just makes the play.
What did you see on that first play of that drive? I think it seemed like the O-line, or I don't know if you were in that, they kind of froze for a sec on that first play of that drive, and then Agnew seemed like he was going to run through it, but ended up tossing it to the side.
Yeah, we had miscommunication on the snap count. And Keith snapped the ball, and then we weren't ready essentially, but we just made a play.
Seemed to work out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
How much did you guys work on that shovel pass play that you ran?
We worked on it a few times. Not a lot, but a few times.
Juwan, would you say you're close to 100%?
Yeah, close to it. When I'm out there, I feel good. You know, I'm always 100% when I'm out there, so